What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Before I get this video started, the first one that I saw talking about this, because I thought I was the only one that looked at this because, of course, I pay attention to college basketball. Um, I got to give a shout out to Ticket TV, pro basketball updates as well. If you haven't subbed to his channel, definitely go sub to his channel. Uh, he's, if you will, the innovator of everything that you see going on right now with guys in their channel. Uh, has a conglomerate in terms of his basketball content on his channels, and also has several other platforms as well, and is one of the generals in the LWC. So salute to Ticket for touching on this first. Um, I was actually getting ready to touch on it myself. Now, what ended up taking place is Michigan and Wisconsin ultimately ended up getting into a scuffle. But what ended up taking place? What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. What's up with it, Memphis? I see you in the building. Um, in the building. What ended up taking place, man, is that at the end of the game, you know, words were. I guess they had a heated exchange between Coach Gary from Wisconsin, and then they tried to separate Juwan Howard, Juwan Howard, and the other coach. And what ended up happening, and it's all online. It's all online. You could check it out. But what ended up happening is one of the assistants had said something, and Juwan Howard ended up nailing him because at first, they held him back, and then when he happened to make it through, and that's when he actually swung and he hit one of the assistants, and then that's what ended up taking him back. And I'm sorry about that. His name is Gard. Sorry about that. I don't know why I say Gary for the Wisconsin coach, Gard. Now, um, this isn't the first time that Juwan Howard has lost his cool. It's happened before, and you know, this right here. While I know that the NCAA is going to take a look at this, and it's like what the brother Ticket TV was saying too, and I was just like, wow. I was thinking the same exact thing. I said he's probably done. However, when you examine things more and you go into the history of what has taken place throughout college basketball, this sort of thing was actually it happened a lot more than what people think. Now, a coach, hitting another coach, I'm just glad, and I'm not trying to sit here and put anybody, down or anything like that. I'm not trying to sit here and say that one person is more important than the other or anything like that. But what I will say is that I'm just glad he didn't hit one of the players. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's what ultimately set things off. You got to remember that this is a competitive sport. And Juwan Howard, let's just call it what it is. Him and Penny Hardaway, they have been very frustrated about what's been taking place in terms of the records. Michigan hasn't really done that well this season. They're 14-11. So it's a pretty frustrating situation for Juwan Howard. However, I did want him to keep his cool, but at the same token, we are talking about a former NBA player. We're talking about a former college player who has still has that back and that competitiveness that he did when he was playing with the Fab Five with C Webb and Jalen Rose and Ray Jackson and all them other boys. You know what I'm saying? Uh, What's up with it, Marco Hinton? I see you in the building. Now, I want to remain optimistic, Marco. I want to remain optimistic. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. I know that I was thinking the same thing, but I want to be like, man, let's have some optimism about this. You know what I'm saying? It's like me personally, I've seen much worse. Matter of fact, as I let Memphis go, my last point, my my coach before I went on and played semi pro, he was like that. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I've seen it in the locker room. He didn't mind touching. You know what I'm saying? If you got out of line or something like that, he was quick to slam your ass up against the locker room, or you felt compelled to go 1-on-one with him. We'll get in a circle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he'll square up with you. That's just the way it was. Yeah, exactly. Marco Henn, Bobby Knight was worse. I mean, headbutt players. I mean, you saw it on national TV. You know what I'm saying? But me myself personally, just to say the least, and I'm gonna let Memphis go. I don't think he should be. I don't think his career should be done or anything like that. But it, there you go again. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at you got to take race into account and what they'll say and and the parameters, what type of stereotypes they'll try to place upon him and everything like that. Because for the most part, he hasn't had a negative uh, a negative vibe on college basketball. I could see if he was doing stuff outside of the collegiate world, getting in trouble, stuff like that, or doing some under the table stuff, stuff like that. But that hasn't taken place. You know what I'm saying? Just all competitive emotion, which happens much more. And if we're gonna go there, we got to look at like the other guy that got suspended for spitting on one of the students and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's much worse that's going on. What's up with it, Memphis? Man, what you got on it?
Man, I was just watching the game, but I had to run off so I didn't catch the end of it. Then plus I was on live stream, y'all. So I hey man, listen, dude, the coach pulling up, man, but he's from the hood and he also part of the Fab Five, man. Y'all gotta quit playing with the homies one hour, man. Or y'all be drinking camel soup, man. Quit playing with the homies one Howard. He's part of the original Fab Five, and he'll be coaching. He probably still got some hood in him somewhere, man. Quit playing with dude, man. His career coaching at Michigan probably be done. But I'm quite sure LeBron and them supposed to bring to get him in the NBA to coach. And that's pretty much where I'm at with it, Polo. I think he's gonna come to the NBA and coach behind this. I think his career at Michigan probably done behind this because they're gonna use every policy they can to get him out of there. And that's where we at with it, Polo.
Yeah, definitely. Memphis, man, listen, you're talking about a guy, man, that's from straight out of Chi. You know what I'm saying? Straight out Chicago. Um, No, not gonna. You can sit here and think that just because he's light, bright, and everything, you want to play up for soft and all this other stuff. Nah, he's from that era of basketball, man, where it's real physical, tough, and rugged and everything. And so, the competitive drive is even that's much more. And you said John. You said John Chaney, Rick Pitino, John Thompson all show passion, intensity on side. Exactly, absolutely. None of that has anything to do uh, with now. Okay. What did you mean by that, Trey Cater? Because when you talk about competitiveness, uh, it still is within college basketball. You see the example with Penny Hardaway. We already talked about this, Memphis. Remember
Mm-hmm.
when Penny Hardaway had to go off on the media for saying for saying stuff and disrespecting his players and stuff like that? What did he do? He went off. You know what I'm saying? And so they're gonna try to zero in and capitalize over somebody. But had it been a Bob Knight, had it been a John Calipari who got into a fight with John Chaney back in the day, had it been somebody like Bob Knight who's cursed at the media, has thrown stuff at press conferences, has thrown chairs on the floor, then we would be having a different argument.
Right, because they don't really, because them type of coaches they'll push that up under the rug. They know who to pull. They pull for who they want, man. But
Right,
Bob Knight was one of the worst of the worst. He cut you out so fast, tell you where you can go, a whole lot, man.
right. What's up with
So
it? Switch like, oh my bad. Go ahead, Memphis. Were you about to say something?
so Juwan Howard was sucking somebody in the jaw. That's kind of light from where we come from.
What you mean, Mike check, Sonny? Hello, Sonny, Coach, Coach,
I
man.
guess they.
Yeah. Get your go back out and come back in, Sonny. Yeah. We got to hear from Sonny because Sonny's the coach. He's a basketball coach, so he could kind of put things in his proper perspective. Go ahead, Memphis. My bad. I cut you off. Go ahead.
I think I don't know, man. I think somebody probably said something with gloating and said something. But Juwan Howard being who he is in the hood, he had to chin check somebody, man. You know how that be, Bolo. And then Wisconsin and Michigan are both in the Big Ten, right?
Yeah,
Okay, then that's where it is. See.
right.
But
Um,
that's
y- well, look, Memphis. You from you from the area where they still play. They play their sports. You know what I'm saying? They engage in their activity and stuff. But when it comes down to the get down, hey, we got to take the uniform off. You know what I'm saying? Even the cheerleaders, they gotta, what I'm saying, put the pom poms down and square up, which what I'm saying. You know,
yeah,
get that for
yeah, man. We from that era, man.
the yeah. What's up with it, Big Who? I see you in the building. Now, look, now you saying that his his career might be over at Michigan, and you think he'll get a job in the NBA?
Of course, LeBron and James Jones and all them gonna pull string in and get a job in the NBA.
Oh man, yeah, look, I mean, Memphis. I'm trying to stop. That's one of the things I try to avoid bringing up LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It never fails, man. I could talk, man. I could be talking about something completely different, man. They ain't come up, man. I'm trying
no,
to avoid
I'm just,
talking about the nigga,
no,
man.
no,
We ain't got that
no,
reason, man.
no. I'm not trying to talk about it, but I'm saying
LeBron.
I'm saying, Polo, we gotta look at both sides of the fence, Polo. We gotta look at it from a realist standpoint, Polo. You know what I'm saying, Polo?
And I try to get away from that. Like LeBron, LeBron, LeBron,
Well, you, well,
LeBron, LeBron,
well,
LeBron.
well, we know, well, we know who controlling. We know who controlling the league right now. But I know, I think
Man,
they're gonna try to put.
control of the league right now. Shoot, they trying to move on right now.
Man, but I don't know, man. I think LeBron. I think no, LeBron. I think Juwan need to.
Look at that, LeBron.
I mean, man, Juwan Howard, man. I think the Wolves. I think Michigan need to go try to win the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
And all to be forgiven, man. It's what the button to go.
Yeah. Winning kills everything. And I mean, let's just face it, man. Michigan hasn't had the best uh, track record. You know what I'm saying in terms of what went on with the Fab Five and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying, but at the same token, it's like you know I feel like Juwan Howard should not be judged any more than what Rick Pitino should be judged because what Rick Pitino did was even worse when you talk about the situation at Louisville. And if we're gonna go there, you know what I'm saying? There was stuff that went on with Bruce Pearl, you know what I'm saying, at Tennessee and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we gotta take a deeper look. What's up with it, Sonny? I see you, man. Everything good with you now?
Yeah, Bruce Pearl.
What's good, y'all?
What's good? What's going on, homie?
I just watched the Juwan Howard shit.
Mm-hmm. What's your take on it, man?
Yeah, man, they had to. I ain't see the game, so for me, just watching the video, something had to happen in the game for that to pop off. Juwan Howard might have. He ain't take kindly to what one of the coaches on the Wisconsin coaching staff must have said to him. He wasn't going for that shit, man. It is what it is.
Right. Well,
he gonna be suspended. He gonna get his consequence.
I mean, do you think that his coaching career done? Sonny, I know you're a coach and everything, man. So from a coaching perspective, do you think that they might examine it a little bit more? Because look, I look at it like this, Sonny. They have had worse stuff happen. What he did was not even worse. If you go back and look at the course of history, I can name stuff far worse. So what you think?
Yeah, I agree. But I think like I said, I think he's gonna be suspended. He's gonna have to come out with an apology, 2 or 3 game suspension, maybe 5 game or some shit. But he'll be back on the sidelines. I think maybe not at Michigan next season, but he'll be coaching somewhere. He might come back to the NBA, where you know what I mean. So,
Right. Well, man, this is what I feel right here, and I'm gonna let you go in a minute, Max. Salute to you.
Peace.
Yeah, what's up with it, man? Look, like I could name plenty. Okay, the press conference with Don Chaney and John Calipari. Let's start with that. You know what I'm saying? Bob Knight headbutting his players on national TV. A kid, right? Actually choking, grabbing one of his players or whatever. Which a lot of parents don't even trip. A lot of parents wanted their kids to play for Bobby Knight if you really examine everything because they like the toughness. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying. Let's talk about him throwing chairs on the floor. Let's talk about the legal and illegal sides of the college world when we talk about Rick Pitino ushering in strippers or escorts or whatever for the players and stuff like that. Man, there's a lot of other stuff that Juwan Howard because he hit another assistant coach. Hey, he had it coming probably. You know what I'm saying? But I believe he should just be suspended and that's it. Winning cures everything, but they haven't had a winning season. Black Knight, what's up with it, man? AKA
What's
Mac, what's
up?
up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, now we talking about what a player hit an assistant coach.
No, 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 no. Juwan Howard. After the game, if you go back and you go look at the end of the game,
Uh
him
huh.
and uh Gard, Coach Gard had gotten to it, Greg Gard, and so like Sonny was saying, they had some words or whatever, probably something that escalated or whatnot. They tried to hold it back, and then somebody else said something, and then Jawan threw a punch, it landed or whatever, and then that's when a brawl ended up happening between Wisconsin and Michigan.
Hmm. Well, my thing is this here, right? If they're going to punish him, then they got to be very, very fair. It's like you said, you brought up the Bobby Knight situation, right? Which even to the day, I still can't figure out why he wasn't arrested because that was basically that was physical assault on television. Why wasn't he even arrested? I don't even get that. But tippers get hot. These guys they compete. It's very intense. Sometimes things don't go right in the locker room. Situations brew, and when they come to a head, and to me, it's a heat of the moment situation. It's something that could be resolved. I don't think the young man should be suspended at all. I think maybe if you're going to suspend him, maybe sit him down a game or two. But I'm concerned it's really not that serious. I can see if there was a weapon pulled or uh, somebody got seriously hurt by the situation, then I could see you saying, okay, well, let's spend 5, 6, 7 games, whatever. But it really wasn't that serious. It was just an altercation that came up in the heat of the moment, and that happens in sports. Any person that competed in sports can tell you that. I competed. I played football. Okay, there was many times that I went off on people on the field. It's that aggression. So I really don't think it's a big deal. Maybe a little bit of a fine, maybe one game, sit him down, and then we move on from it. Let's not make him the poster boy of black of violence in sports.
Right.
This is what they're trying to do to every other black player.
And it's just like Mac. That's a damn good point.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, and Sonny, because I got Sonny on the line right here. They can switch like he's a coach, he's an actual coach, and of course Memphis too. Look, they try to sit up here and zero in on what the hell we doing wrong. Example, case in point, Sonny, what went down at Sody Max and Sody Memphis when they zeroed in on Sydney Carter, what she wearing. Talk about what her attire and what she wearing, and telling her, oh, why are you wearing that and everything, just because she's a well developed one of our queens that's well developed and
Right.
everything, but they don't want to look past that. Or they always with Penny Hardaway, oh, he curses and everything at his press conference. For standing up for his player, oh, he got to be the angry black man. But when the white coach does it or throws chairs or something like that, well, they'll be like, well, he was just a little angry and all this other stuff. Man, I'm not going for that shit. You feel me?
What I think these players should start doing, they should start doing what Donovan McNabb did back in the day. When Donovan McNabb came out in that press conference and said that black quarterbacks get treated differently than white quarterbacks, everybody had a problem with that because he spoke the truth, right? I think these players need to stop biting their tongues and need to start speaking their mind. Listen, if I was a white player, would you come at me like that? And to start shocking the world. And then here's another thing I wanted to say. I know it's old, but let me speak really quickly on the Antonio Brown thing. Okay, we got this big old hoopla about, oh, well, he took his pads off, threw his shirt up in the stands, and stormed off and did all this so-called crazy shit. But it's not going to be spoke about how the man had an injury that they tried to make him play on that he wasn't supposed to play on. Injured himself here. Go out there, take one for the team, damn your health, injure yourself, possibly end your career with a career-ending injury. He wasn't supposed to even play that day because of his injury. Nobody's talking about that. They're talking about, oh, well, he freaked out on the field, this, and that. He freaked out because they reneged on what they were supposed to do. He wasn't supposed to play on that injury. And Bruce Arians is an asshole. He's a jackass that didn't give a damn about that man's health. That's what's not being talked about. Hello? Did I get knocked off?
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's passion and coaching, man. I remember throwing the fucking chair through the wall at halftime.
Yeah.
People
And they expect these players to be robots. That man thinking about his health. He had a serious knee injury. I think it was a knee injury or was it an Achilles injury that he wasn't even supposed to play on. He wasn't even supposed to go in the game. You know, and then the coach said, fuck that, go in the game anyway. I don't give a fuck about who you are. No, well, fuck you too. I'd have walked out too. Actually, I would have did more than that. I'd have threw everything up in the goddamn stands. The pads, the fucking helmet.
Max about to get butt naked out
Yeah,
there.
well, fuck yeah. Like, fuck you too. You don't care nothing about me as the person in my health? Well, fuck you too.
Yeah,
Excuse my French, man. I don't mean to cuss on your thing like that.
No,
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Yeah. I'm tired of them only playing one side of the goddamn story. Bruce Arians is a fucking jackass.
Yeah, he is. He put his hands on players too.
Yeah. You got these coaches putting hands on. How could they not go into jail? If a player put his hands on a coach, they're gonna be talking about criminal charges and all kinds of shit like that. Okay? You got motherfucking owners getting caught with drugstores and their fucking cars and they're not being arrested. Okay? Don't get me bringing up Mr. Ursay, an owner of the goddamn fucking Indianapolis Colts. We got caught with the whole goddamn drugstore in the fucking trunk of his car.
Right.
And they didn't do shit about it. He didn't even get arrested. That had to have been a black owner or a black coach. Fuck out of here. I'm tired of the NFL.
What's the coach they just hired? Pittsburgh?
Oh, Tomlin.
No, they just hired the assistant from Miami. What's the dude name?
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, you got Brian Flores, Max. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's what's up. I wasn't even watching the because I was so goddamn disgusted at the Super Bowl. Huh?
Yeah, I know, and also what the fuck Eminem did.
Yeah, I was right. The fuck was that all about?
Luda Ryder, I see you in the building, man. Make sure y'all go sub to Luda Ryder. Make sure y'all go sub.
Hey man, what kind of halftime show was that, man?
I don't know. 50
Cent. What they doing over there?
Speak on it.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm disgusted. Huh?
50 Cent walking around looking like $1.50.
Yeah.
This nigga, man.
Hey man, what's your name at Polo? Where my man's at? Where's the other brother, man?
You talking about
remember the first time I came up here?
Yeah, you talking about Scrub. Yeah, Scrub Zero.
Yeah, what's Scrub at, man?
Nah, he ain't checked in, but nah, this is the thing though. I need to get on him because yesterday,
that's my dog, man.
Swish Life admit yesterday Carl Anthony Towns, he surprised the shit to everybody winning the 3-point contest, but he said there was no way in hell that he was gonna win. Guess what? He went up in that bit, ended that shit in record setting fashion.
Yeah. See, they're always trying to pull this race. And see, the NFL gets off. They're always trying to pull this little slick racist shit. You know, not like nobody don't see it. Always trying to, strategically show one side of the story to make these white people look right all the goddamn time. A black man can't speak up for himself. He's violent. He's starting trouble. He a troublemaker. He aggressive. and all this other shit. We can't do a goddamn thing. If we fucking breathe too hard, we're overly aggressive. You see what I'm saying? If we catch a little temper tantrum like these white boys, oh, we're violent. Get the fuck out of here. The players need to start speaking their damn minds. And then what they gonna do? What they gonna do? Get rid of all of them? Then who gonna
No.
watch the NFL if they do?
Yeah, that's fact. And see, that's what we were talking about a while back. What we need to stop doing is stop watching and stop buying that stuff.
Yeah.
And Lou brought up a good point right here. He said, Robert Kraft love hookers. Yeah, exactly. But they swept that under the rug. He over there getting massaged. But meanwhile, they capitalize on what Deshaun Watson doing, which like in Memphis and Black Knight. Oh yeah, and he about to get questioned tomorrow.
Wait a minute, they got the. Wait a minute.
You're trying to make
What happened?
for what the owner.
See, I've been out of the loop, man. I've been busy, and like I said, I've been discussing since the Super Bowl, so I ain't been checking nothing out. What happened with Deshaun Watson?
Oh well, you know the 22 allegations a while back. You know.
Oh
that
yeah.
He's about to take.
Uh,
He's about to be. He's about to take the stand tomorrow. So he's finally gonna be. He finally got a chance to where they can put this shit to rest. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Because now we can get some legality to the stuff. And like I said, man, the judge ain't banged no gavel yet. And to me, he should still be playing. But guess what? Allegedly, Ben Roethlisberger did what he did, or whatever. He was still playing. Nobody said nothing about that.
the thing about it, and you know what? The thing about Roethlisberger, right? He got away with rape, y'all. And those police officers, they should have been locked up because they stood outside of that door and blocked people from coming in that bathroom when he was in there with that underage girl.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get too deep in it on here about that. We know it. We know what he did, man, because they starting to flag people about that shit.
Okay, my bad.
And you know how they are, you know what I'm saying? But we know what the fuck he did, though.
Right.
Yeah. Salute 3000. I see you in the building, man. Grand rising to you.
Yeah, okay. Let me put a muzzle on it a little bit, because you know how I get, Polo.
No. We gotta, man, because they don't send out notifications. My bad, Sonny. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Let me put you up.
No, I was just saying I had went to that NBA. I went to the HBCU game yesterday. It was Howard versus Morgan State. NBA All-Star.
Yeah. You were saying Howard won.
Yeah, they had Spike Lee at that motherfucker.
Looking like a goblin. Over there looking like a goblin.
Michael Eric Dyson, they all was courtside. Sean Murray.
Spike Lee like a goblin, and Jesse Jackson looked like an outdated preacher over there. Man. But
I remember school.
Hey man, who's coaching Grambling right now? Doug Williams still over there, right?
No, Hugh Jackson.
Okay, Hugh Jackson over there.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson, man. He's over there at Grambling.
Okay, cool.
You know, which he should be in the NFL, but that's why he came out and he spoke out about what was going on, about them forcing him to change games and shit.
Well, you see, the problem with that was I didn't like. Okay, they forced these coaches into these impossible situations. When Hugh Jackson was over there at the Raiders, right? They told him that they wanted to win now. They didn't have anything to win now. They didn't have no quarterback. They didn't have nothing. You know, and they had to do it over there with the stick for legs, man. The one that was always getting hurt with the with the 4.2 speed. What is his name? Polo.
You talking about
the one with all that speed but had skinny legs.
he was a court.
I think he came out with Felix. What was the guy that was over there with Dallas?
What position? What position?
He was a running back.
Oh, you talking about Darren McFadden?
Yeah. That's pretty much all they had over there at the time, right? They had McFadden. I think they had one receiver over there. They had no quarterback. You know,
And
and
Max,
then they,
and Max, that's
huh?
what I was trying to tell you a while back. Remember, we had talked about that, and you disagreed with me about Hugh Jackson doing a great job. But remember, I was telling you
Yeah,
he was in a fucked up situation, just like he was in a fucked up situation in Cleveland because his father had died and shit. And he was trying to deal with all that.
right, exactly. And you know what? Yeah, people don't understand something here. Mike Tomlin got blessed. Let's call it what it is. He got blessed. I'm not saying he could have, did good in Cleveland or all these other screwed up organizations like the Raiders, but man, he got blessed to go to the Steelers. He went through an organization that was already set up and already had a system in place of winning. Okay, and now, don't get me wrong, I ain't taking it away from Tomlin, but he didn't go where Hugh Jackson went. You know, in these
Right.
impossible situations, man, the Raiders was crazy, man. They ain't had nobody who told myself, I need you to win now.
Yeah,
What?
they front office was a mess, man.
Yeah, what you mean win now? You ain't got nothing out there to win with.
Right.
Tell us some win now. What do you mean by that? What? Win a game? The hell you talking about? And then so he goes and he does the crazy move with Carson Palmer, which I was like, oh boy. Oh, I mean, what they wanted to do? They was pressuring them to win now.
Right, just like that, and see that's what in Memphis we had already talked about this. Yo, hey Max, that's what the fuck they gonna do to Lovey Smith. They put Lovey Smith in that position over there
Yeah.
in Houston, right? They just got him the head coach, and you know
I don't.
the NFL just did that just to be like because Chris Bonds has stepped forward, motherfucker Brian Flores has stepped forward, and Hugh Jackson has stepped forward, and now they want to go ahead and do it. And so I felt like they did that to Lovey Smith to be like, okay, yeah, now they're
Yeah.
gonna put him under pressure. They gonna put like you said about Hugh Jackson. Oh yeah, we want you to win now.
Yeah.
That,
Put them in a. You put them in a possible situation. Now, I don't know what Lovey Smith was over there doing with dude from the Rams. Uh, I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, had to get this quarterback killed, getting Jay Cutler killed. Um, but my thing was, Hugh Jackson's a good coach. Okay, he had one of the most innovative offenses. He just had a bad situation. I'm gonna tell you who else I think is a good coach. That was also put in a bad situation, but he was white. The one that the last white coach of Cleveland, not this one here, but the other one. He's on TV now, and he was over there with the Jets too. Um,
yeah.
um,
Hey, hold
um,
on. Hold on one second, Matt. Let me address this. Salute to you on my our page, but I disagree with you, man. Listen, man. Sometimes, man, scuffles happen, and on top of that, you say he should have apologized for what he did. Okay, look, I understand. If he did not apologize, I wouldn't be mad at Juwan House. You know why? Because the passion and competitiveness, on the sideline and in between the lines, it's a whole nother field. Now you got to place yourself in his shoes and everything like that. Have you been at an adrenaline driven type of situation where all testosterone levels at an all time high? Sometimes some people say some stuff to people like talking about people's moms, disrespecting people's family members, stuff like that. It's stuff that you don't see. I'm not excusing what Jawan Howard did, but hey, we got Omar. You got to look at other. You got to look at other factors. You got to look at what has went on in the past too. What Jawan Howard did was not any worse than what Bob Knight has did. Not any worse than what Colin Perry has did. And even Max knows this as well as Memphis. Everybody thinks that Jimmy Boeheim was just this calm guy and everything like that. Go look at some of the shit that Jimmy Boeheim used to do back in the day. Okay, so you got to do your research before you do that. What's up with it, Matt Moses? I see you in the building. Go ahead, Max. My bad.
Bill Parcells raised his hand. Bill Parcells is a player too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I ain't seen nobody talking about no. Well, they violent. Let's lock them up. You know,
Memphis still there,
they
man?
didn't ask Bill Belichick. They didn't ask. I'm sorry. They didn't ask Bill Parcells to apologize. They didn't ask Bobby Knight to apologize. Man, forget about some apology. It is what it is. It's sports. It's in the heat of the moment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you said Juwan is a real nigga. He ain't no punk. Yeah, and that's all good. Like Max is just saying. Look, yeah, that's all great, Matt Moses. But guess what they try to do? Guess what they try to do to us, Matt? They try and Memphis. They try to sit there and they try to stereotype us and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
talk area, the angry black man, or homie and stuff.
Angry black man, my ass. I'm like, yeah, I'm angry at the moment, motherfucker. Like, uh, you know, man, we shouldn't be afraid to be angry. You know, I'm sick and tired of this scared Negro stuff. Nah, be angry. If it gets that, and you start speaking out. Listen, the worst thing I think is happening is that
Hmm.
these guys aren't speaking their minds. If more black players would speak their minds, this stuff will change.
Right.
I guarantee you, the whole thing would change. Okay, because look what happened, right? They downplayed the mobile quarterback for years, right? Because
Right.
because for a long time, the face of the mobile quarterback was black, right?
Right.
Now, if you can't move, they don't even want anything to do with you now. They're
Mm.
going out and get mobile quarterbacks out the wazoo, black and white. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you got guys like my man dominating, the one for the Raiders. But I think he got hurt. That's why he wasn't Lamar Jackson. Okay, you got
Yeah.
dangerous dudes like now you got Josh Johnson. You got all these quarterbacks that can move now.
Hmm.
Okay, even Tomlin said it. Right, mobility is highly valued now.
Right.
Nobody don't want the statuesque quarterback no more.
Yeah, they don't want that pocket. They don't want that.
Nah, man, they want that dynamic quarterback that can kill you with his legs as well as his arm. You
Right.
know, Tom Brady may be Tom Brady and Drew Brees, and that may be it.
Hmm.
All these quarterbacks can move now.
Yeah, well, Drew Brees. Yeah, Drew Brees. He out of there and everything. But now, what's it called? Um, man, what's the guy name, man, for fucking
I don't
Buffalo?
know why Tim Tebow got drafted, but that's another story. At least not as a quarterback. I don't know. I
Well,
thought he should have been. I thought he should have been drafted as a running back or a fullback.
but like the thing about with Tebow, man, what saved him was the fact that he got he had two championships on his resume coming
Yeah, but
in.
he wasn't a quarterback in college. I don't even know why he
Yeah, he
even got
was.
drafted as.
He he
Yeah,
he
but
was.
yeah,
He
well,
was
he played the position, but as far as him having the ability to be a pure quarterback,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see all of that. I don't even know why he even got drafted. I thought maybe when he came out, they was gonna draft him like an H back or maybe a tight end or something. I didn't think they was gonna Josh McDaniels. I don't know what he was looking at. Like,
Right. Oh,
huh?
okay, my bad, Max. I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay, all right, Omar. I see what you're saying. Yeah, he is from the south side of Chicago. Max know what he talking about. Memphis know what he talking about. Max from that, from the borough, straight out of New York, man, concrete jungle. And
Oh
Memphis,
yeah, I'm old school. I go all the way back to the '70s, bro. You don't want to get me started on Jack Tatum and all of them, bro.
yeah,
You know?
Memphis from a concrete jungle too as well. But yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
man.
They're gonna have us they're gonna stereotype us, making us look like an angry black man, just like they want to sit up there and make they want to make Sidney Carter look diminish our queens and everything. Number one grinder in the building. I see you in the building. Definitely go sub to number one grinder too as well. You said Matt Moses. You said you never know what he said to Jawan Brown, and yeah, exactly. And you said that's why they hate Lamar Jackson because he could change the game. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, yeah. Well, actually, the one who really changed the game was Michael Vick,
Right,
and
right, right.
he don't get the props. I mean, there was Randall Cunningham, before him and all that, but Michael Vick came up on the scene, dude, running a 4-2. Okay, at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
That was Who? What? He was a superhero.
Right.
Okay, I mean, dude was ridiculous. And mark my
Yeah.
words, everybody keep thinking I'm crazy, but when it happened, remember I said this on Polo Sports. Michael Vick is going to end up in the Hall of Fame.
Sure.
Okay, mark it down. That Max said it on Polo Sports show. So when it happened, we're gonna come back here on Polo Sports. I want everybody to give me my prop. He is
Man,
going to
they
end
need
up
to
in the
let
Hall of Fame.
motherfucking Barry Bonds in that bitch. Max and Memphis and number one grinders. They need to let Barry Bonds in that bitch. Cooperstown tripping, man.
You talking about Dez Bryant?
No, Barry Bonds.
Who's he talking about? Apollo?
Barry
He's a
Bonds.
bad bond.
Barry Bonds, man. Barry Bonds. Because they, he didn't get.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame?
No, it's
Nah,
no, no,
he got to go. He got to go to the.
This what
What?
happened. I don't mean to cut you off. This what happened. He had to wait till the veterans
Yeah,
committee
the veteran committee.
2038.
Yeah.
What?
Saying he should have been, but you know what I'm saying,
Who's
Grindr.
in the Hall of
His
Fame?
ass should be in that shit.
Right.
And they didn't even have no proof of no steroids, but they let Poppy ass it.
Well, wait a minute. Was it Mark McGuire on steroids?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Mark McGuire was jacked up.
Okay.
Oh.
It
Jose
was coming.
Canseco put them all on blast.
I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame though.
No.
But all of them, listen, man, a lot of them.
McGuire and Bonds, they got to wait for the veterans.
Yo, man, a lot of them cats was jacking back then, man. You know, even the days of Chris Chambers over the Yankees, man, a lot of them guys was jacked up, man. You know, a lot of them was jacking up. Yeah, a lot of them was juicing.
Man. Yeah, hey, Stephen Green with you, Max. He said, I agree. Michael Vick in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he gonna end up in the Hall of Fame, man.
Okay.
He revolutionized the question.
If he go in the Hall of Fame, okay.
I mean, let me tell you something, man. They made a whole thing out of Michael Vick called the Michael Vick Experience. That has never ever happened to a quarterback. That dude was so dynamic.
Yeah,
They went and put together a situation with all of his players, called it the Michael Vick Experience. I think they had it in the Hall of Fame. You can go into the Hall of Fame and get the Michael Vick Experience.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that dude was, and he's the only quarterback that I know of that had two $100 million quarterback contracts.
Yeah.
He had two of them. He had one at the beginning and came out of jail and got another one.
Yeah, but look what. Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
No, man. Nah. Matter of fact, hey, hold on. Before we continue, what you got on the Juwan Howard situation? And after that, man, we can go ahead and continue cooking on the Michael Vick in the NFL, because I do want to get into that topic. But go ahead. What you thought about Juwan Howard in this situation?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, man, I just say the White House protect his players when he's supposed to.
Yeah, it's a non-starter for me. I don't even know why they're even talking about it.
Because you got to understand. See, this is what I'm saying. We got to understand the politics. You know, a black coach of any sport is going to get the short end of the stick, no matter what happens. They can say things has changed. Things has not been changed. It's still institutionalized, and I'm talking about the mindset.
All right, well, you got to fight against. You got to start speaking out against. That's the only way it's going to change. People got to speak out against.
Right, I understand. You're right. They gotta speak up, but it's gotta be more than that, dude. It's gotta be eternal change. And that's what we don't like to talk about. We can say the players need to talk out, and then also we gotta understand these players come from come from one parent household. So a lot of them is not they not gonna see what they should. They're not gonna see the world that we should. They
Well,
because that's what I'm not making no excuses, but I'm just saying that it's got to be a total change of every aspect. Cannot be just a few.
well, them coming from a one-parent household don't have anything to do with the racism in the NFL or the NBA.
I get what you listen. What I'm saying, bro. I hear what you're saying, and I'm with you on that. But there's a narrative out there in the media. Out there. There's no such thing racism. There's no such thing that they are with you. But this is what they feed into, and then you got some people that looks like us that said no. You need to play your part. You need to shut your mouth because we need this house. I need my bills gotta be paid and stuff. Did I say that makes it right? No, it doesn't make it right. But like I said before, and I'm going to stick to this. It has to be change of everywhere, and they have to understand the history. But a lot of them don't, and that's where we at right now.
Hmm.
That's the sad thing about
Well, it has to be a It has to be a different way to go about it because people do have a lot to lose, and I can't sit up here and ask a man with a family to put himself in financial harm's way.
it. Yes.
If that's the way he's feeding his children, who am I to say, hey, listen, come over here and jump on this because we think it's right? He has mouths to feed,
Right. Exactly. But
right? So we have to try to go about it. Well, we got to go about it a different way. We got to try to figure it out without putting these men in financial jeopardy
all
because
right.
they do have
Exactly.
families to take care of.
Oh, I agree with you totally. That's my
Mhm.
point I'm trying to make. The ones that
Right.
supposed to put themselves out, they not.
Hmm. Right.
And that's the sad thing about it. That's what I mean.
Right. I see what you're saying. The ones who can't take that hit, they're not taking the hit.
They're not taking a hit, right? And
Right.
these are
Exactly.
we gonna talk about football. That's 70%, and those are the ones come when I should explain myself better. Those ones, majority ones come from first one parent home, but but men had influenced them. They need to come the hell out.
Right.
And sometimes you
Exactly.
gotta cut that string up that first the parent. Listen, I gotta do what's right.
I agree.
Okay, hold on. Let me address this right here. These three comments, Mr. Dudley. All right, look, man. You said what the hell does him being black have to do with him home hitting somebody? The fact is, it's not necessarily of him, and I hope you're not trolling because I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself in just a second or whatever, or else me, JT, or the homie Max, man, will X you up out of here. You know how we do, and they'll do it New York style. Okay, what's up, True Viking Queen? I'll see you in the building. Now, check this out. First and foremost, if you have not listened to Black Knight, he already put it in perspective. He said, "Man, there has been far more worse stuff that has taken place. Jawan Howard, he never threw a chair on the floor. Bobby Knight has. Jawan Howard has never hit or choked one of his players. Guess what? Bob Knight has. Jawan Howard didn't have any off the court incidents such as getting strippers and hookers to get their players under the table. Guess what? Rick Pitino has. So that
Yep.
closes the argument right there in terms of the cap. And then also
And then
you
you
said
got Bill Parcells, right, slapping the play upside his head on national TV.
Right.
right, exactly, and Bruce Aaron. Now you said excuse makers. Controlling emotion has nothing to do with the color of the skin. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Understood. But
Yeah, but does the white man?
we're not talking. We're
Yeah,
not
but
talking
shouldn't?
about that part. We're
But
talking
Yeah,
about
but how come every time when it comes to black people,
stereotypes.
we got to control our emotions? Do white people get to control their
exactly.
emotions?
And
You
I'm saying, and I go more on. What's your name, brother? I'm sorry.
Who,
What's
me?
your name?
this
Huh?
this is Max. You talking to Max, right?
Oh, what's up,
Oh,
man?
yeah,
This
yeah.
is no one grinding. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. And then this is what I was saying. Every time that we talk about our people, they need to change. or we
Right.
talk about injustices, it's always something like Mr. Doug G. Why
Yeah.
is gotta be a lot of y'all?
Right, right.
Why you want to question when we talk when we want better for our people, but
Exactly.
you're the same ones that want to disfranchise us.
Talking about
You,
we got to control our emotions. What
you,
about white people?
What you need to do to know what's going on here and be on for what's righteous. But see, y'all don't want to do that because y'all want to stick it to your skin. You want to stick it of your privileges that have been granted y'all for hundreds of years.
hold on one sec, JT. Let me cut in for a sec. That is facts, be real. You said the Wisconsin coach, he touched Juwan first. Hey, Max and JT, go look at that video. He touched him first,
Yeah.
but he may have been doing it. Like I don't think he was like trying to get physical. I think he was trying to talk to him or whatever. But he just put his finger in his face to wind it, but he didn't touch him or nothing of that other stuff. You said why is Jason Bob? Well, and they're gonna try to zero in and stereotype, like Max said, like JT said,
You know what I'm talking
every
about?
black person, just like Sydney Carter, her wearing her attire that she did just because she's
But this
in good shape and everything. What the fuck does that have to do with her?
But
You
but
know,
but, can I say this, DJ Polo? But can I tell me DJ Polo? Can I say Brother Polo? And this is what I'm saying. Why you always catch to the end of the sentence, end of the paragraph, but you never catch the beginning of the paragraph where somebody a conversation where somebody's talking about it. Why you do that? And you try to
Brainwashed.
get stuff right.
Brainwashed.
But you want us in America to who you want us to be included. But our nonsense, what you're saying.
Brainwashed.
Once you get the facts straight and turn off the blind eyes that you've been at for a long time, you will understand what we talk about. But you want us to be in conclusion with y'all. But I don't
Wait a
see
minute. Wait a minute. That
I
JT?
don't see none of y'all. I don't see none of y'all
yeah,
correct.
yeah, man, that's not that. Yeah, that's under.
Damn, JT. It's been a minute, dog. What's up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's my brother, man. Damn, JT. I ain't heard from you in a long time, bro.
Who I'm talking to, man?
Yeah,
It's
man.
Max, man.
Huh?
Black Knight,
Max.
What's
Ebony.
up, brother?
Nigga, man. What's up? It's my brother, man. Damn, dude.
Man,
Man,
y'all been
I
like,
didn't even
man,
know. I didn't even know you went
y'all
live
been talking to each
anymore.
other for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Y'all
man, you got to get
That's
my
my man. That's my
information,
brother,
man.
man.
Yeah, you got to get my information, man.
I put it all in the behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. I ain't even know you even went live anymore, bro. Like,
No,
damn, like,
no,
where's
no, no,
JT
no.
at, man? Like, what the fuck?
No, no,
Like,
no, 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 no. What happened was I still had the underrated Doctors channel, but I just got
What
to.
uh-huh.
happened? What happened was,
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
Yeah,
Talking
man.
to JT in a long time, man.
Yeah, man.
man,
That's my
everybody know underrated. That's why like underrated was shot.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, underrated, man. Why you change your name? I couldn't
No, I
find
didn't
him.
change the
And
name.
the guy that just came in right now, JMJ, he was the one that told me that you changed your name. JMJ 21 from North Carolina's finest. How you feeling, brother?
No, the underrated Doctors will be back soon. I just got to go
Okay.
to Google get it back again. But for this is my secondary channel.
Oh, okay. That's why I ain't seen you, man. I gotta
Yeah,
subscribe to that.
yeah. I
I'm
still
like, man, what
grind.
the hell happened to JT, man? Like, hey,
That's
JMJ,
what.
all
man,
right,
what's up with it, man?
All
all
right.
right, y'all, brother. I gotta go, man. I gotta get my my
Oh,
get back to a
don't
show.
leave.
You got
Don't leave.
you getting your show? Hey, Matt, I have been over there in a minute. I've been on a heavy grind. I'm gonna stop through. Tell Dame and them. I said, what's up, man? Make sure
Yo,
y'all get subscribed to the homie, my brother, man. All about the Ebony Star, our queen, Ebony Star Network, Matt and Dame, man. Ebony
what
Star
is it
Network.
again? What is it again? You got to put in the back chat.
Put your information in the link in the chat, Matt. Well, nah, it's the Ebony Star Network. That's his channel, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got to put it in because I can't because I'm not nearby. So.
Okay, I will later, man. He hit the wrong guy. You said he hit the wrong guy. Well, it was he was trying to. He hit one of the assistants. He hit the right guy. He hit the right one. What's up with the JMJ? Yeah, I man, you kind of quiet, man. What's up?
Huh?
No, I ain't quiet, man. I'm gonna tell you this, there, home.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Polo. I'm gonna tell you this,
Uh-oh.
Polo. And I seen this for Ticket TV. I was watching something, you know what I'm saying? You know, then I see Ticket TV. It goes subscribe to Ticket TV and Pro
Right.
Basketball
We over
Update.
here at Polo.
Yeah, but
We over here.
yeah, yeah,
We're over
y'all go subscribe to Polo. Y'all go
here.
subscribe to
Where
Polo.
you over here
Y'all go
now? What you
subscribe to
got on
Mr.
the
J.
situation? That's what we talking
No, I ain't talking about man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm
about.
gonna
Come
tell
on.
you this, man. It happens. You know, it happens on the court. But Sylvia Hatchell from the Lady Tar Heels did a joint where he hung a baby doll, a black baby doll, on a noose. Y'all didn't know that about that. If you go get fired, you go get fired. But this is Juwan Howard, man. He got you know, won a few championships as assistant coach, but a championship as a player. Know what I'm saying? So if it happens, if he said the N word, he could be. Can he be you know, rejuvenated off of that? You know what I'm saying? But he said his coaching career is over. If his coaching career is over, that's
Lawsuit.
messed up. That's
Nah.
messed up because if he said
Lawsuit.
the N word, if that assistant coach or someone said the N word to him,
Mm-hmm.
he need to fight that. If he don't fight it, just go about your business. You know what I'm saying? Sylvia Hatchell at North Carolina Lady Tar Heels, and she a NCAA champion with us with the sisters down there, Charlotte Smith and doggone Marion Jones. She in 1994. I was looking for my Tar Heels to win the 1994 NCAA championship, the men's. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you this though, man. It's getting crazy out here, college basketball and all the other stuff too. Everywhere in the NBA, everywhere in football, everywhere in hockey, everywhere in tennis. All this other stuff out here trying to get people fired. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If it's wrong what somebody else did, you know, you can
Mm-hmm.
have people out here like you know, like Mike McCarthy, or you could be like Marvin Lewis down there. You go get fired. Or you go be like what's it called? You go be like what's it called in the NCAA's. Bob Huggins could be fired at any time. You
Yeah,
can
he,
have what's it called? Bobby Knight can get fired off the spot, man.
and
If you do something
Bob
wrong,
Huggins, JMJ, Bob Huggins about to be nominated.
I know
He
that.
got
I know that. I
nominated.
already saw that. I already saw that. I
Ain't that
already
crazy?
saw that.
You get what?
He's one of the
Bobby
nominees
Huggins.
for the
Give me what?
NBA Hall of Fame, Naismith Hall.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got Tim Hardaway out here going to the Hall of Fame with Run TMC. Used to be the third part of Run TMC. But we're gonna talk about this though. You can get fired at any time if you do something wrong, or if it ain't up to standards. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody could get fired. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you make it a habit, make it a pattern, you go get fired off that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying, Mr. JT, Polo? You know?
Yeah, I understand, but this is what I'm at though, right? That There are people that don't look like us, trying to
Yeah.
tell us how to speak, trying to tell us to tell our story, trying to tell us about our issues. And then
Mm-hmm.
when we correct within our people, they got a problem with that. They even have a problem, I repeat this again, even when we talk about our injustice that we continually talk about. There's people still have a problem with that.
Yeah,
But
you could properly do that though, Mr. JT.
they have a
You could
problem with it. But
properly
they
do like
have a
that.
problem with it. So this is the way I look at it. If you don't want to hear when we talk about it, just be gone. That's it. Be gone.
Yeah, but it's to the point if you say something very, very, very disrespectful. How
I
about
said,
that, Mr.
I
J?
am sick and tired that when it comes to us, when we speak the truth, we have to think before we talk, or it has to be we have to listen to the secondary. No, I'm not. No. I'm not built. I ain't built that way, and I know our people ain't built that way. It's like this: when you know that it's righteous, you should speak up. If it's unjust, and no matter what color you're supposed to speak up. You cannot speak up for convenience.
Yeah.
And you gonna do that, I'm gonna call you out on that.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to a big stage like that. You just have to come talk to them in private or something like that. I said, what you do that for?
And
What
it
you do
goes for
this
our
for?
people too. It goes for some of our people too who do this nonsense. Go for them too.
You kind of remind me of John Cheney and John Calipari. You agree with that? He went to the doggone a press conference. John Cheney going against Calipari.
Yeah, I had already told him about that too, John. JMJ.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
oh,
facts, right?
oh,
No,
yeah,
that's facts. I agree with
yeah. I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be what's it called. I ain't trying to be what's it called. Sometimes you gotta properly do that, or if they don't do it properly, you gotta put some paperwork on these. You gotta put some paperwork on these motherfuckers, man. Put some
you.
paperwork. They said this and they said that too. If that's correct.
Hey, JMJ, let me address these comments real quick. You said the Wisconsin assistant did not help defuse the situation, right? I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. He didn't help it. And like JMJ said, hey, if he did utter those words, hey, we got a fight on our hands. You said the bees causing crazy reaction. I'm not going to even get into that. You said who was the announcer that called Allen Iverson a tough little monkey? Yeah, I remember that. Y'all remember that comment? And then you said, what funny Bob Knight coached 40 years ago still got fired. Yeah, exactly. You said so. This was a racial incident. I don't think it was primarily race related, but somebody did utter those words. Hey, like JMJ said, man, we definitely got to fight. You said it was a lack of communication and a loss of composure. Well, that's easy for you to say that unless you place yourself in their shoes. Think about it. We've all been in tough situations. J&J served in the military. Man, when your testosterone and your adrenaline is at an all-time high, it's easy for you to tell somebody calm down, but unless you're in that situation, you couldn't relate. JT played at the highest level of basketball. Man, when your testosterone and your adrenaline is, you can't just calm everybody down. So
Right.
competitive.
And let me tell you this. And some of our teams got ran out for nothing. They caused the N-word, chase us with bats and bottles and all that. So what you going to say to that?
Yeah. And I heard a few Yankees and a few Red Sox who gave me a few Yankees the opposition with the doggone throwing batteries and all that other stuff, man. And you
Look
got
what
what's it
happened to
called?
all right, come on, that's not too long ago. Back in 1980, I was 14 years old. You go let's play. I could do this all day until I start my MMA at 7:05. I could do this all day. How about when the late great Marvin Hagler fight for undisputed middleweight champion in 1980 when he beat Britain's Alan Minter. And after they stopped the fight because he beat Alan Minter, beat him up real bad, there are bottles and stuff was thrown at his head.
Yep.
And they was saying nasty, nasty.
I like the way you said that.
Okay?
And I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna
Racial
tell you
things.
this.
Racial things. What I'm saying, where's the outrage of that? That just in 1980. That was not too long ago.
Yeah,
And I remember it because I watched TV. Beep, 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 beep. Where's the outrage of that? So this is what I'm at right here. If you want to say that, let's keep it true all the way. If you're not willing to keep it true right away, all the way, I mean, be quiet.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Hey Lou the writer, man, that's facts right there. You said Michigan better stand behind Howard. You said why can't Mark Jackson get a coaching? We already talked about that earlier. JT had we'll get into that another time. You said so the anger about time out bringing to the level. It wasn't just about that. You got to go look at the tape.
Yeah,
man.
it's much more deep. I ain't gonna say, but it's much more deeper than that.
You said you are a racist man. Hey, don't put that assumption on Paul like that, man. He's coming here and here showing support. Everybody's right to their own opinion. He hasn't been disrespectful either. Right? You said watch Stephen A. Smith butt dance on Monday. Shit. JMJ already know the truth, and so do JT. We already know what
he's he gonna put his shift and job and boots on this time. Oh, watch and believe.
He gonna have his C boots on, his C mouth, and everything else.
Listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you, the network already gave his script.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this though, it's gonna be like old school wrestling. But Ivan Koloff beat Bruno Sammartino for the WWF title.
Yeah, WWF, the World Wrestling Federation, not no WWE Entertainment. Nah, we like the WWF. That's the J's we remember.
It's gonna be like Ivan Koloff beating Bruno Sammartino, man. And he's a he won't even rush it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he went to Goldsboro. And preached a sermon. You know what I'm saying? Ivan Koloff came to Goldsboro. I said, what? Ivan Koloff went to Goldsboro. I said, Ivan Koloff from the NWA. I don't know if y'all know about it. Ivan Koloff.
Fighting, man. Make sure you getting a hold of that chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Diffuse that situation, man. I'm not trying to have that shit get out of hand, man. Listen, we all respect each other over here. Everybody to the title to their own opinion. I don't think he hasn't made any racist remarks, man. So he's good. He just expressing himself. Now we know it. JMJ know it, and JT know it, and they'll point it out to him. But until then, he's fine, man.
Yeah. Well, other than that, man, I just hate to see a black coach go, man, because we can have a few in football, we can have a few in basketball, and few in the. Dang, I ain't seen nobody in hockey up in there, did we? We ain't seen no black coach in hockey. We ain't seen none. We see some at baseball.
A goalie. There's a couple goalies.
Yeah. PK Subban up in there. PK Subban up in hockey. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I already know what time it is about that when it comes to sports. You know. They had a few coaches up in there in baseball too, though, right? A few black coaches in baseball, right?
Oh yeah, they had a few. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we talk about this situation right here, but you know, I hope Juwan Howard get a coaching job real soon. I don't care if it's high school.
Brother Polo, did he got fired?
No, they haven't even done anything. Yeah,
You know, doggone well they gonna do that, Polo.
yeah, but hold on though. We can't make that assumption though, man.
Exactly. We gotta wait. We
We
gotta
gotta
wait.
be optimistic. Let's not be because that's one of our brothers, man. I'm listen. If we're gonna go there, JMJ, we gotta look at other stuff that has been done in the past, far worse than this, man. So listen, I'm
Yeah,
gonna say this though, JMJ. If he do, listen, I guarantee you another job, another coaching job is gonna open up for him because he had a chance to go coach in the NBA. Remember that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was an assistant coach with the Miami Heat, right? He was a
What?
player, won the championship, and an assistant coach with the Miami
Right.
Heat.
No. But he had a chance to get a head coaching, actual head coaching position in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
NBA. He was actually being interviewed. I think he was interviewed for. I think they were looking at him for the Washington position, and they were looking at him for the Orlando position. Him and Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's
Exactly, Paul. Exactly. Firing him would be an overreaction. Exactly.
Right.
Because JT said it earlier. That man, that's been a lot of stuff. JMJ, you know, JMJ, man, you seen Jimmy Boeheim go ham, and Bob
yeah.
Knight and Rick Pitino, all these motherfuckers. Man, John Calipari is notorious for going off on the media.
Yep. Sure did,
Make,
man. Sure
make,
did.
make a career too. Oh, sorry.
Somebody got mute that.
Oh, that ain't me. I ain't got no phone like that. Ain't got no phone like that. But other than that, man, just hopefully Jamal Howard get another coaching gig. They say career, what's the guy said, career's over. I said, man,
But
hope
wait,
not.
listen,
See,
I don't, I don't want it to happen. You know, I'm praying that it don't. We don't want that, man. Nothing has been set in stone yet. Okay, so let's just assume that hey, it's water under the bridge. If he comes out and he apologizes and make a statement, hey, they're gonna stand behind Juwan House. Listen, I guarantee you, Michigan is gonna stand behind Juwan House. You know what I'm saying? So let's not be a prisoner of the moment. Be like, oh well, I guess he was fired. Nah, man, skip all that, man. I'm gonna be optimistic. I want my boy to keep his job.
but I'm gonna tell you this: if he get fired, they gonna have a black token coach as the what's it called? You said the Jawan Howard this, Jawan Howard that. But when it goes, you gonna have a token. They gonna use that, and they gonna say we hired us a black coach. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a token, so they can what's it called? So can shut us up. We ain't gonna shut up about this, man. We
Nah,
ain't gonna shut up about this, man.
not at all.
Be a token, man.
No,
No.
I'm just saying, like brother JJ, like brother Paul said, let's wait and see. Let,
Mm,
let, let the process start. And then
yeah.
if
Let's
it's going to be like that, you know,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah. But other
JT,
than that, sit back and observe.
want him to lose. I don't want him to listen. If the guy didn't say no racist, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't know. You know, we weren't there. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't want him to lose his job. I don't want no man to lose their job. But if he did say something derogatory, you know what I'm saying, said some profanity or said some racial slur, okay, hey, yeah, then you got to examine that and possibly, he need to be removed because he knows how sensitive that is to another race or ethnicity.
Yeah. But you know what they get on us? They tell me don't be sensitive. They try to get maybe they get on us and tell me don't be sensitive. Don't be sensitive to them. But when it come to us, we had to shut up and drive, suck it up, shut up, suck it up,
Shut,
suck it up and drive on. You feel what I'm saying? Suck it up and drive on. Just go about your business
right.
and go to work or whatever.
Yes,
See,
Miss JMJ. Yes, Miss Days. Fuck that. I'm not no Morgan Freeman. Sure, you ain't gonna. Yes, Miss
driving Miss Daisy or something like
Days.
that. Huh? Like you driving Miss Daisy or play some joy or glory or something like that, man. Oh man, you got too much pride in that. If you don't got no pride, phew, that's on you, homie. That's on you. You know, I ain't trying to be what's it called. About to be homeless in the streets, stay in the woods somewhere.
Hmm.
So yeah, but if you ain't got no kids, you can do that. If you got kids, I ain't gonna say you, Polo. I ain't gonna say nobody else. But if you try to what's it called, you try to better your life and all that stuff. But you gotta talk to people in that office and tell them, man, this is messed up for me. Man, this is messed up for me. I've been working here for the last 30 years. Just like Dusty Rose said, you can work in there for the last 30, 40 years, and you got a robot taking over your work. You feel what I'm saying? Just like
Right.
Dusty Rose said. Huh? Can you hear
Nah,
me?
yeah, I hear you right. No, that's facts. I was agreeing with you. Because that's they. I don't know if y'all seen it, man. They got this. They got this one. It's a movie on Netflix. I forget the name of it, but JT and JMJ. It was about workers that worked in the actual factory during that time. A couple of years ago, there was a lot of the stuff that was going on with GM, and a lot of people were getting laid off and stuff like that. Well, the Asians that came in, the Asian uh, higher ups had came in, and guess what they wanted to do? All those people that were a part of the union and stuff like that, they wanted
Uh-huh.
to beat out those guys that were working there and turn pretty much the majority of the facility into what, like what JMJ said, into robots. Because guess what? They said that we move too slow. They want to get in stuff faster. So
Yeah.
they're saying that a robot can do something in point 0.5 seconds what it'll take a human to do like in an hour. That's the way they see things. That's how they look at things, man. And it's cutthroat like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But other than that, Mr. JT and Polo, I just had to come in, you know what I'm saying? I know I need to come in more often though. I'm gonna tell you this, Polo.
Yeah, you
Mr.
do, man. Shoot, man. I'm tired of you missing out on us, JMJ.
But other than that, salute to you. Go subscribe to Polo Sports Talker ENT. Like I used to say, cool G rap and polos. And go subscribe to Underrated Darkness, the number one grinder, his new channel, man. But other than that, fellas, y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a great Sunday, man. Probably have to praise the Lord and say soon and very soon we gonna go see the King or something like that. I'm just messing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all, man.
Jericho.
Yeah. Yeah. Salute to you, Polo.
All
Salute to
right,
you,
all
Mr.
right,
JT.
JMJ, man. You have a good one, man. JT,
Uh-huh.
you there, brother? I got JT fell out. I'll talk to the chat for a little bit, and then after that, I'll go ahead and shut this one down. You said salute to you, Julie. I see you in the building. You said Coach Gard made it physical first after uh Coach Howard spoke words that Gard did not like. Although Coach Howard should not have punched WI assistant coach, he should not be fired. Exactly like that. Um, you said there was a race riot in Detroit for that. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. You said peace. All right. Be real. Oh, you probably talking to James. Yeah, Pete Johnson. Salute to you, man. Haven't seen you in here before. You said Juwan does not ever deserve a coach after that embarrassing act. Hey, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But
Wow.
hey, that's his opinion. But I'm gonna tell you like this though. I'm gonna tell you like this, Pete. If if Coach Gard or any of the other assistants said something to him that was out of line,
Wow.
he's gonna have a fight. And then on top of that, like I've said time and time again, this is not the worst thing that has been done by a coach. And he didn't hit another player; he hit another assistant coach. So I mean, I know they're probably looking at it from a standpoint of a role model standpoint, or a leadership.
Well, well, let
You
me
know,
say,
it doesn't matter. It's competitive.
let me say this, brother Polo. What
Hmm.
happened to wait till the process? Pete
Hmm.
Johnson, y'all so fast to jump on us what we do, but when it comes to some of y'all, you just want to, he shouldn't get no deserve a coaching job.
Oh, okay, so that was a lie, Miss Julie. Okay, man, look at that grinder. They lying, man. Come on, man. Let's not
Okay,
lie
exactly.
about right.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, grinder. My bad, bro.
But this is what I'm saying is this. Wait to the process. Just like you want y'all, some of us y'all want to tell us lost us African people. This what happened. You need to wait for it. What's your wait to the process? Wait to the process, and then we see what happens.
Okay, JMJ. I mean JT. Okay, he's talking about the '60s, of course. Hey, for those of y'all that don't know, hey, JT is also a historian too. He knows his stuff too. So he's talking about the Detroit riots in the '60s. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, right, exactly. But this is what I'm saying here. But let's not make it seem that there are some people. Let's not make it seem that it's still not no injustice is really happening. Let's not make it seem that, oh yeah, everything pieces of cream, because it's not.
Right,
That's what I'm saying.
right.
It is happening. I live in Virginia for almost 10 years. You know how many times I hear the N word? Do you
Right,
know how many times that sometimes I have to watch my back in the
right,
public?
right,
That I almost had to catch a case a few times, but I had to walk away. And I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. That's what I'm saying.
right, right. Nah, be real. Nah, we're not saying you don't know your history, man. Hey, that's good if you know your history. That you're supposed to know your history because a lot of people don't. So
Right.
I'm glad you know about the riots. That
Yeah, I'm glad
that
you know the riots. But I'm glad you know the riots. But let's not add it. Let's not think. Let's not keep on thinking. Oh, the attitude changed. It hasn't.
right.
That's
We
what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of people got to understand that the Detroit riots were just as significant as the Watts riot. It was riots in Alabama. It was riots that was going on in the south, all over the southeast. It was riots in Detroit. It was riots in New York. I know JT know about that. It was riots everywhere. I know, God, no disrespect, G. No, it's all good, man. Hey, look, man, hey, whatever your higher power is, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
I know my history too. Let's go. And matter of fact, I talk about on my channel on the
Yeah.
Black Massacres, and I was reading all the riots.
Hey, Grinder, put your link to your channel in there so he could check it out and stuff. Because if y'all
Yeah, I could put it in the main channel, in the main in the main chat. I will. Oh. I will. Hold on.
yeah, man, but this situation, man, is nah, it's all good. Be real, nah, man. You welcome here at any time, man. Keep on coming through. I appreciate you stopping through, showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is always welcome. You know, but this situation we had to cook on. You know, uh, the LDBC. We got Juwan Howard's back. You know, I know at least we do over here. You know what I'm saying? Look, what Juwan Howard did is no different than her coach uh, maybe going off on a media member or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. There's there's physical stuff, confrontation that happens in practices that nobody talks about. It's a lot of other stuff. If you play basketball and you've been around the sport, this right here, this is nothing but a brawl. Like there was a brawl at my basketball game uh one time. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. But I didn't I didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean I didn't do anything. So it was just like, all we could do was just try to diffuse the situation and do our best to move forward. But the thing about it is, was our coach, was he front line? Yeah, absolutely. He didn't back down. He Matter of fact, the coach that I said, oh, let me block that. Maj, y'all gotta block that or whatever. Um, you know, there there are situations that take place all the time. Like especially when it comes to football, man, listen, there's always riots over here in Texas when it comes to football. Always.
Mhm.
Coaches getting into it with coaches and stuff like that. And guess what? They had a job like the next day. Like nothing happened. They'll issue an apology. They'll apologize to the school, all that stuff, man. It's real.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were still on the phone.
No, no, I'm right here. And also, you play sports anyway. Things happen. Emotions gets high now. and
You said Detroit has changed a lot since the 60s, 1960s. We were one of the few cities that had overwhelmingly peaceful protests over racism and policing. Oh, okay.
well, okay. I,
What? Go ahead. Go
well,
ahead. No, 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 no. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
I know some people that lives in Detroit that I'm very close to, and they said that they beg to differ. I'm just saying, and they are successful too. I'm just saying. It was told to me like, yeah, okay.
You said we as the original people um we are not backing down. Oh, they getting into indigenous. Oh man, look at that man. They having a history battle. JT, I like it.
Y'all go right ahead because I ain't okay.
Well, hey, that's fine. I don't mind. Hey, I touch on everything up in here.
Yeah,
Now
me
look.
too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if we want to go, if we want to dive in deep into that situation, because JT, matter of fact, in one of his videos or in his streams, he had actually touched on this topic. Listen,
Yes.
you people got to understand uh, what's behind a holiday like a fucking Thanksgiving. If you really go and examine a holiday like Thanksgiving, you'll know that we really shouldn't even be celebrating if you really want to be honest with you, because if you really knew the story and the backstory about, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, or anything. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, facts is facts. If you really knew what happened, you'll understand. Well, damn, what are we saying Thanksgiving for? If anything, we should be celebrating the massacre. I mean, we should be mourning the massacre of what really took place.
Yeah. Anybody that wants my channel, I posted in the main chat. There it is right there. That's my secondary channel. There it is.
But yeah, his link is there. Make sure y'all pull up to You said, I mean that we did not have rioting or looting over peaceful protest. Well, hey, Julie, she's there in Detroit.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time too, when you have when certain injustices happen and stuff,
Hmm.
rioting that happens.
Right,
If you go a different racial rioting, like hundreds of years ago, I give you one, the famous one, Tulsa, Oklahoma,
right,
right?
right.
1921. It
Well,
was all
Black
right.
Wall,
Oh, well, but that one we ain't gonna get into that one because you ain't gonna understand. Even another one, you
Carolina,
Rosewood, Florida. Another one. I give you
Mississippi.
another one. Give you another one. Elaine, Arkansas.
Hmm.
But see, you got but see, that is another conversation that some of y'all is not ready to have. So I'm just bringing it up. Y'all not ready to have that. No, you're not.
No, they're not. They're not ready. They're not ready to have that, man.
You're not ready to have that conversation. No, you're not.
Yeah, they don't. It's too deep for people to realize, man. And listen, a lot of people don't understand. I was talking about with brother Israel that day. When you talk about a guy like Booker T. Washington, listen, JT, we had the power, dog. We had the power in a lot of instances. Like we had our own judges, our own firemen, our own policemen. We had our own banks. We was on the verge, like you know what I'm saying. Our own, our own everything. But why is black folks guide? Why is the black folks guide to get rich? Um, I mean, you're gonna have to type that a little different, David Murphy.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay now.
Charles Manby.
No, I think he said, but why the black folks got it to get
Oh,
tricked?
we got somebody that just came in. Charles, man, introduce yourself, man. What's going on?
What's up, my brothers? This Uncle Charles. How y'all doing, bro?
What's going on?
Well, I'm looking at the situation with Juwan, how man he ain't getting no more.
You cutting out just a little bit, brother.
These other coaches didn't. I say, but we learned around the campfire is that he was messing with them little girls down there, and that's what got him fired. So you got these coaches do some of everything, and what I can understand is when they do something, they keep it quiet. When we do something, they want our head. I can tell you this. I can really say this, brother. Juwan Howard, even if I don't think he's gonna get fired. He might get offended, but if he do get fired, he'll have a damn. He'd be good in boxing. I can tell you that. He sure got him real good, and thank God them people's in the middle of him, cause boy, it'd have been plumb worse. But you got white coaches do stuff all the time. They do stuff all the time, and I'm like this. If the guy took a time out, took a
Still there, Charles?
Hello? I don't know. Let me answer this. He said, why the black folks got to get tricked? What do you mean we got to get tricked, David Murray? I read it and I'm not running. He said nobody runs from this country but God. What this country and God got something to do with it? Why are you trying to move the conversation?
Addison, bro, this is
No,
why.
I'm on Davis Murphy neck. Now you got my attention.
Yeah, we
Why are you moving the conversation? Because you don't like how we speak. You don't like to hear the truth. If you don't like it, you can leave. Why the country and God got something to do with it? And if you want to talk about a country, why America is still not being fair? Want to explain that, David Murphy? I don't like what y'all trying to bring when y'all trying to bring religion into this. It had nothing to do with what we saying.
right.
Because there are Christians had enslaved us as black people too, was killing us, was slaughtering us, plus they was reading their scriptures. Oops. You don't want to hear that part.
Got that, yeah.
I don't want to hear that part, right?
They don't want to have a conversation.
Okay, because I had my late mother's side and my late father's side of the family tell me stories, documents. My father had witness. His family was getting slaughtered, friends getting slaughtered while they reading the Bible. So please don't bring religion into this. Don't do it. Don't Dave Murphy. Don't do that, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because now you waking up a certain spirit that you don't want to deal with. But we're gonna keep to the issue because this is my brother's my brother's channel, and I'm gonna respect that.
You said most slave masters were Christians. I mean,
All was slaves, was Christians.
yeah. Well, they fake because you can't be you can't call yourself a Christian and be doing something like that. So
They were getting
yeah,
slaughtered,
we call them so-called. We should call them hypocrites or as they say, heathens or whatever. But yeah, that's fact. And plus, if you knew the stuff that they were really doing, like the stuff that they put in roots and stuff like that, man, that's just a little piece of the pie. That's marketing for television. If you really knew what they were doing to us, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat, but I know JT knows. I don't even tell him, man. Nobody would even want to go down that road. You know what I'm saying? I talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's not YouTube friendly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're right about that though, be real. They were fake Christians. That's what they were. They'll do stuff to us, right? JT. They'll do
Yeah.
stuff to us grinder, and then next thing you know, they'll act like they'll go to the big house and worship and praise like they're doing oh so right, but they're selling us, they're using us. You said was you slave? Listen, I we're yeah. You know what? If you want to put it, if you want to put yourself in that mindset, go ahead. But I ain't a slave to no motherfucking body, and don't plan on now. If you put yourself in that situation, David Murphy, hey, then you're the fucking slave. You know why? Because you're the one that's sitting there that want to work for master. You're the one.
Hello?
Okay. So you feeling like you got beat, man? Let me
Yo,
go
what
ahead.
the fuck, yo,
Let me
man?
check it right
Yo, what the?
here. Let me go in
Yo,
there. No, sorry about that. All right. Yeah, I try to give him a chance a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna condone that shit. I already know where that shit is going.
he got beat.
Yeah, man. We're not even gonna turn it. If you're gonna turn it into that, then you know what I'm saying. I already know what type of
Man,
energy.
well, I mean, it seems like when we try to tell the truth, they want to be tough guys. They want
And
to be tough people. They want to be tough people.
yeah, he gonna sit up there and he said this is why black coaches will never are in the position that they're in and stuff like that. No offense. Okay, so if you said no offense, then why the fuck did you say that shit? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna condone that either. Just say, say something else. Don't say anything in reference to race right now. You know what I'm saying? But I already know what some of y'all trolls is trying to do. I'm not gonna have that shit.
You know what it is, though, bro? As you already know, it's like this. Some of them, like what we said, what's going to happen is true. We playing the race card, but at the same time, subliminally, they want to talk about the race card.
Right.
No, you cannot have it both ways. No. When I was coming up, the righteous is the righteous, and unrighteous is the unrighteous.
Right.
So I don't know what some of y'all talking about.
That's right.
And sometimes too, sometimes peaceful protest is not enough. Too. It
Yeah.
has it has to be progressed.
Hey, and when we were trying to make progress, JT, guess what? They shut it down, like the not fucking around coalition.
Right.
Everything that he did was legal, but they want to shut it. They want to shut the NFAC down. See, when we come militant and we organize, you got a whole bunch of African Americans that's standing in line, in order, following a protocol. Oh, then you scared. Then, oh, wow, these guys are in order. They know how to. They're qualified to shoot guns. They got M16. Okay, but that's all right for y'all to.
Yo, can't make this up, man. Can't. These people, man. Talking about some.
But we take action. We took action. Like if me and JT, we go to the gun range, we learn how to shoot a gun. We have all these different guns in our house and everything, which some that's going to come to. They try to take that away from us, and we're doing it the right way. We have a gun in our house. We have our firearms in our house, but it's to protect our families, to protect ourselves, and to protect our land because we are the gatekeepers. We are the shields of our family or whatever, and we do it accordingly and according to the law. Then you're going to try to find any type of problem. But then again, you condone uh, guys that's in two different sets shooting each other, or you condone guys from two different drug gangs. You know what I'm saying? Or drug organizations shooting each other. You condone that or whatever. You want to keep that shit in circulation. But when we do it the right way, you try to find some sort of way to diminish us or to get us caught up in some BS.
Yeah.
How many black people you see, JT, going to a job and shooting up everybody like the dude did at FedEx? Or how many? Better yet, JT, how many black people do you see going into walking inside of a church, shooting a whole bunch of innocent people?
No.
I just wanted to ask that. You know what I'm saying?
But I guarantee they don't want to talk about that though.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about none of that shit. Now, JT, you know my style, man. I'm finna go ahead and I'm gonna end this one, but we're gonna get into something a little bit later, man. We got the All-Star game coming up pretty soon. Listen, I want y'all to do me a favor. Go subscribe to the homie, number one grinder, aka I know him as underrated darkness. I've been knowing
That's
him
what
from
you want.
before. Yeah, just like I know him from his original. You know what I'm saying? I like the original, but nevertheless,
So keep on calling me that then. No problem.
yeah, number underrated darkness, man, aka JT, aka number one grinder, man. Go sub to his channel, man. I appreciate him coming through.
Oh yeah,
Man,
and later on, brother, give me that information for the brother. All right.
yeah, I'm going. Hey, JT, I'm gonna email you that behind the scenes. I got you. Just look out. You know I'm good for it. But look,
Yeah. Give it to me quick so I can plug him up.
yeah, no doubt. Look, hey, man. I'm gonna get into something else, man.
All right, thank you as always, brother. Appreciate you.
No doubt, no doubt, JT, man. Always a pleasure, man. But I'll see you a little bit later. But now, want y'all. I thank everybody for pulling up, man. Today, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it a little bit later, man. Again.
Yeah, and also I will do MMA tonight. I'm doing MMA tonight, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, no doubt. Y'all heard it. Yeah, so just pull up to his channel. But again, LDBC, both basketball and boxing communities, man, always represent. Like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications so you're able to be notified. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment, man. I'm gonna get at y'all later.
All right, peace.